everybody. If you don't know me, my name is Katelyn and I'm one of the dance teachers at the Green Bay Croc Center. Today we're going to do just kind of like a beginning stretch. Whether you are new to dance or you're not super flexible, this is just a great couple-minute floor stretch for you. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to put our legs out in front of us and then out into a straddle wherever is comfortable. As you can tell, I just kind of slid my legs. I didn't use my hands to like push myself forward or anything like that. Just put your legs out and then as far as you can get them. And then we're just going to leave them right there for now. Next thing you're going to do is you're just going to reach all the way over towards your toes or as far as you can go. And if you can use a deeper stretch, you can put your hand down and reach it towards that opposite leg. We're just going to hold it there for about 8 to 10 seconds. Then you'll come up and you'll do the same thing towards your other leg. Again, holding for about 8 to 10 seconds, reaching this bottom arm towards your opposite leg. You can come back up, and then we're going to reach forward, or what I like to tell my little kids is you put your hands up, you put them down, and you crawl your fingers forward as far as you can, because you still want your tailbone on the ground. You don't want it popping up as you're pulling forward. So again, we're reaching forward as far as we can go, keeping our knees up towards the ceiling and not allowing them to come forward. And again, you're just going to hold this for about 8 to 10 seconds, just again, as far as you can go. Then we're going to bring our legs back forward. We're just going to shake them out, just to kind of loosen them up. We're going to reach our arms up, making sure our shoulders are pressed down. We're not reaching them up by our ears. And you're going to reach towards your toes, and you're going to hold on to them. Again, if this is something that's already kind of easy for you, you can either grab your feet and lift them up so your heels are off the floor, or you can work towards a full body layout onto your legs. So we're just going to hold here for about 8 to 10 seconds. And I like to do it again, where you shake out your legs, reach up, and then maybe for something different, you can keep your toes pointed as you go down this time. Or if you want that stretch through your calf muscle, you can keep your legs flexed. So we hold this again, 8 to 10 seconds. And then we're going to pull it into your butterfly stretch. So your feet are just going to come in, knees are going to go out. You can give it a little bit of a flap if you want, but nothing too much because you don't want to tear any muscles or hurt them as they're not super warmed up yet. You can push down, just again, make sure that you're pushing down very lightly. You don't want to force your body into doing anything that's not used to. From here, you can either keep your feet in nice and tight. For me personally, because I like to get a little bit of more of a stretch through my tailbone, I put my feet out just a little bit, and then we're going to reach our nose all the way down by our toes, or thinking about getting your forehead down towards the floor. You're just going to reach. Again, holding your head down there for about 8 to 10 seconds. Awesome. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we are going to do some side lunges and then some front lunges. That way you can work towards your splits. So one way you can start them is you can already stay on the floor. You can just go on your hands and knees and you can put one leg out and then you're going to push up to your toe and then you're just going to stretch here. You can stretch with your knee facing forward or with it facing up. If you face it up, if you flex your foot, again, you're going to get more of a stretch through your calf. If you point it, you can work on getting it more towards the inside of your hamstring. Just holding that for about 8 to 10 seconds. You can do it each direction, 8 to 10 seconds, whatever you'd like. And then we're just going to switch. Sorry, my cat likes it when I'm on the floor. Again, holding it, 8 to 10 seconds, any direction that you want it, whatever feels good for you and your body. Then we're going to turn towards one of our legs into a front lunge. And for those of you who are more flexible, you can work on getting that back leg flat on the floor. And hold that for 8 to 10 seconds. Then if you can, whether your leg is on the floor or your toe is propping you up, I want to encourage you to try to go down to your elbows so you get a deeper stretch through your hips. Then you can go back up to your arms, putting that knee down, lift up that foot, then your opposite arm. So right now I have my left leg back, so my right arm is going to go and grab my foot and I'm just going to pull it in. And then we're going to go back and do the other side. I'm going to stretch here for about 8 to 10 seconds. Then I'm going to go down to my elbows, 8 to 10 seconds. Coming back up, lifting up that right leg, and then left arm is going to grab that right leg and pull it in. And then down. From here, you can try and practice your splits if you want. Again, don't push it past anywhere you would normally feel comfortable. Just kind of hold it there for about 8 to 10 seconds. And you can do this entire set as many times as you want. I personally like to stretch 2 or 3 times in a row because I find that I can do more and more each time I do it because my body is relaxing. So for splits, for those of you who don't know, I like to teach it where I go on my knees. One leg goes forward and straight. One hand goes on each side of my leg. So you don't want them both on one side, on either side. One hand on each. And then you're going to straighten both of those legs. And you're just going to slide out as far as you can. And you're going to hold it. Again, for about 8 to 10 seconds. If you want a deeper stretch on either of your legs, you can always reach forward and go all the way down towards the floor. And we'll do the same thing on the other leg. So up on our knees, one leg forward, one hand on each side, and we're going to straighten and go down as far as we can, holding it here for about 8 to 10 seconds, or further down if you would like. And then we'll go down to our middle splits. So there are a couple different ways you can do your middle splits. With proper technique, your knees usually want to keep towards the ceiling, but if you want to work on your hips and you're stretching out your hip flexors, which is what I do this next stretch for, we're going to actually keep our knees pointed forward. So for you guys, my knee should be pointed towards you as compared to the ceiling. So I'm going to go on all fours again. I'm going to stretch out, and then I'm going to work on going down towards my elbows and just going as far as I can. And then you just hold that for about 8 to 10 seconds. So there's my beginning stretch for you guys. I hope you enjoy it. And be sure to check out our other videos that are coming to our playlist soon. Bye.